It takes a pedophile to know a pedophile.
Go for
Say it. It takes a pedophile to know a pet. It takes a pedophile to know a pedophile.
Today we're keeping it short and simple, talking about a Sonic Vrchat predator named MintMidori, also known previously as Pink Cosmic, Cyberknights, and Luke Vey. I spoke about MintMidori in my previous video as they were very closely associated with the previous predator. In fact, they were one of the ones that gave me the Darth Vader photo of this predator in the previous video. MintMidori is a YouTuber, a deviant artist, a Twitter enthusiast, and a Sonic predator. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if I saw Reddit on this list of socials as well. While watching my Hell's Kitchen on YouTube, I received a notification in the corner about a document made by Mint that addresses the topic of my video. No, you didn't just make a crappy document response, did you? Oh no. So as always, I read through the document and it made my blood boil. Literally made me feel like I needed a literal rage room. So, in my video previously, I made allegations that MintMidori was a predator using this screenshot in particular, where she sends a Sonic character pregnant to a child that is 4 years below the legal age of consent. This image was sent while she herself was 22 years of age. MintMidori here implies that this is the victim if they were pregnant as this particular Sonic character. This is 100% MintMidori's character named Luke, fortunately not Luke Skywalker but rather Luke Vey, her OC drawn onto the base of this image. We can prove this as one of her previous aliases was Luke Vey on Steam, and here we have a vocal admission of her calling herself Luke in her very first post on YouTube.
Hello Pink Nation, it's me Luke. I wanted to say that I have a package, and I got a package.
And on top of it all, we have a screenshot from the previous predator that I covered that confirms Luke Vey as MintMidori's character. At the time of this screenshot, MintMidori was 22 years of age as stated, and we gather this from an age calculator. We know this to be certain as she was born on the 10th of August 1995. This is public information stated on her DeviantArt page. How do we know this victim was truly under the legal age of consent at this time? Well, it takes one simple look at their profile today on TikTok to tell us that they are currently 21 years of age. This is proven as they also sent me a photo of the ID with everything blacked out except their birthday. It was never a question about them lying about their age in my opinion, as it's true that they were not an adult at that time. If you believe them to be an adult or to be a different age, you are wrong, and as the adult, it was up to you to ask for their age. You are responsible, Mint. You were the adult in that situation. Your excuse of, oh, they lied about their age, it gets you nowheres. So your server quite literally has nothing to do with any of this, so just move on. I feel like that one meme of the guy talking to a brick wall. So Mint responded to this screenshot with,
"There is no proof in the screenshot of me telling them or talking about getting them pregnant."
And that's literally what it says. Dude, I'm sorry. Time out for a moment. Time out. Time out, ref. What language are you speaking? You need a spelling bee and quickly. Showed me telling a person if they were pregnant. What does that even mean? And also, did you forget to mention the part that they are a literal child? This is your character. Your character is hugging onto someone that you're implying is this victim. You're quite literally implying you're going to get this literal victim pregnant. I'm sorry, but do you really think this is a solid defense that this will hold up? Because it won't. This art style is not my art, blah, blah, blah. Charlie Brown voiced this stupid document out of here, dude. The next part of Mint's document claims that she and her friends were unaware of the victim's age and states that her server does not allow kids in it. Mint claims that they never would have dated an individual 4 years below the legal age of consent. And to make matters worse, they posted a YouTube short where they essentially doxed the victim's name, their address, their school, and doesn't even attempt to blur it. You are a horrible monster for doing this, by the way, Mint. Also, just because I think it's hilarious, Mint themselves confirms this young person's age in their document by telling us the age of the victim when they plan to meet up with their brother. Here's a screenshot the victim dug up. You cared for this kid yourself. You wanted to, quote, heal them and groom them, and you wanted them to get to know you. Honestly, I think you wanted more than that and were just clever and knew how to beat around the bush as you continue to do to this day. You don't need to heal a child as an adult. You don't need to get to know a child as an adult. You didn't care for them. You did consistently claim that you didn't know the child's age, but Mint, here's the thing. You did know their age because this underage victim told you back in 2017. They told you themselves after you had a discussion with them about someone else being in an inappropriate and disgusting relationship with another individual that was violating the law. The person talking about you was right about you. You are a predator. You are a bad person, manipulating your audience into believing you're an innocent butterfly. But truthfully, you are a liar, hiding the truth from everyone. This document talks about this victim harassing other youth and individuals, and while I cannot claim that this didn't occur, this topic is entirely irrelevant to the topic of predatory behavior and is a common tactic used to switch up the attention of the audience, or just deflection.
Oh, I would never talk to this person. The only time that I did talk to the victim was when they wanted a Second Life model, as at the time I made models. It's really disgusting that a child was getting on Second Life because of the adult content there.
Yet, you knew this in the past and as an adult, and you still continue to play the game with this underage individual. It's a shame that your lies never end. A second document with a different instance was given to me by the same victim that further encapsulates the concept that you are all too familiar with younger children and predator defenders. You yourself consistently being a predator defender. This document instantly reinstates the concept that Luke Vey is MintMidori and contains a disclaimer that the following document contains information and allegations of MintMidori being an alleged predator and also being renowned for defending other predators, essentially using this victim's trauma against them and trying to prevent them from speaking out about another predator back in the day. And on top of this, you were also friends with Chaser the Predator that I covered recently and went crawling back to them a few weeks ago. Chaser themselves sent me a screenshot of this occurring before deleting their account. Time and time again, you involved yourself with potential predators and are one yourself, no matter what lie you attempt to weave. Snuck VA is someone who reached out to me today as well, and they explained that MintMidori is indeed Luke. They had shown me their passport and proved they were underage at the time of MintMidori, actively indulging with them. Mint was in a relationship with them and doing ERP with them.
Yeah, well, I didn't even send you a screenshot. I just opened my camera and showed you in real time.
Please stop harassing both of your victims, and please just admit to your faults. MintMidori claims she was 17 at the time of speaking to Snuck, but this is in fact false. We confirmed in 2017 that MintMidori was 22 with the other victim. In 2021, MintMidori would have been around 25 years of age, talking to someone who she was nearly 10 years older than. Hope you all have enjoyed this video, and I hope this video assists the victims who are struggling to be heard to this day. Know that this is the reality check that MintMidori truly needs. People were threatening me with weapons on X and not believing me or the victims, and even after the proof we had provided, so I figured we'd shut it down entirely.
I just want to say I support you, and Sileskios is a horrible person. I have the same experience with him. He loves to put words in people's mouths. Be careful. Oh, well, I mean, I don't hate him. I don't hate nobody. But I just know there's been other people. I've heard there's been people who've been screwed by him. So it's kind of like when you watch a drama YouTuber. You just watch it and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm out. I'm over it. I used to be a fan of his videos back when he canceled Lucifer Morningstar because that was justice.